Are you heading to Bangkok? We love this city so much that we actually got married here. And today we are sharing our ultimate list of 30 places you can't miss. We've got the classics, the hidden gems, and some weird spots we just love. Stay until the end because we are sharing our favorite dessert cafe right in the city center that no one's talk about. This is the most sacred spot in Thailand and it's absolutely beautiful. It's located in the old city and it's where you'll find the famous Emerald Buddha and all that incredible golden architecture. It costs 500 baht and they open from 8:30 am till 3:30 pm. Our biggest tip, try to be there at 8:15 am before they open the gates. It gets very crowded and more importantly, it gets incredibly hot. There is almost no shade on palace ground, so you really want to finish your walk before the midday sun hits. And don't forget the dress code. No shorts or sleeveless shirts allowed. Right next door is Wat Pho, which is open from 8 am to 6:30 pm. Entrance fee is 300 baht, and it is famous for that massive 46-meter long golden Buddha. Honestly, walking along the giant feet of the Buddha is always a wow moment for us. Plus, this is a birthplace of traditional Thai massage, so if you have time, that's the good place where you can get one right at the source. If you want a hidden gem near Chinatown, check out Wat Chakrawat. It is usually open from 8 am to 5 pm and it's free to enter, though donations are always welcome. It looks like a normal temple, but there are real crocodiles living in a pond. Diana only saw one at first, and then kept looking for a second. When she finally found, she actually jumped. It's a fun quick stop if you are in the area. This is probably the most romantic temple in Bangkok. It is open from 8 am to 6 pm and costs 200 baht to visit. We have special connection here because we did our wedding photos with this temple in the background. If you are going to see it, we recommend you to split visit. In the morning, you should definitely go right to the temple. The architecture is magnificent and the details is just incredible when you see it up close. Then, in the afternoon, we recommend you to head across the river to see the sunset from the pier. If you want to escape the city noise, this massive park is a fantastic hidden gem. It is completely free to enter and usually open from 5 am to 8 pm. The absolute highlight here is a stunning 15-meter tall walking Buddha statue that look incredibly majestic. It is a very peaceful spot where you can rent a bicycle, feed the fish in a huge lakes, or just take a relaxing walk. It's a bit outside of the city center, there are hardly any tourists here, so it feels like a true local escape. This is one of our absolute favorites. It is truly off the beaten path in Rama 3 area. It's free, it usually open from the morning till evening, and it's crazy mix of traditional Thai culture and pop culture. If you look closely at the carvings, you will find so many familiar faces. We are talking about David Beckham, Batman, Superman, Pikachu, and literally hundreds of other characters from movies and cartoons. It's like a treasure hunt for your favorite heroes. We always take our friends there because it feels like a breath of fresh air after seeing the more serious temples. You can't skip the biggest market in the world. It is open Saturday and Sundays from 9 am to 6 pm and the entrance is free. You can buy literally everything here. But honestly, we have mixed feelings about this place. On the one hand, shopping is amazing. On the other hand, they have animal section where they keep animals in such a terrible conditions. We even saw an illegal shop where they selling bobcat and some kind of old ancient turtle, and we weren't allowed to film there. And it's also quite dangerous for animals too. The market has fires sometimes. And in 2020 2024, more than 1,000 animals died in a big fire here. It's really heartbreaking sight of such a famous place, and it's honestly hard to talk about it. But if you do decide to visit the regular shopping areas, like the clothes and home decor, which are actually incredible, here is a tip to make your day a bit better. You don't need to worry about getting hungry. There are so many tiny cool cafes hidden right between the rows, and having a meal there is a real fun only in Bangkok experience. Then there is Khaosan Road, the famous backpacker hub. It's free to walk around, and it's best to come after 6 p.m. when it really comes alive. At night, it's chaotic, loud and messy, but it's a lot of fun. It is worth visiting for at least one night, just to see the madness. But honestly, if you would like to have some sleep, we wouldn't recommend you to book a hotel on that street. This is the most aesthetic part of the city. Before we moved to Asia, this is exactly how we imagined it would look. It is free to explore. But keep in mind that most street food stalls start setting up around 6 p.m. and they are usually closed on Mondays. The food here is incredible. There are even stalls mentioned in Michelin Guide. Just keep in mind that with great food comes great crowds, so be prepared for a bit of squeeze. When you're ready to leave, our best advice is to walk into the side street and order a taxi from there, because the main street is usually suffering from the massive traffic jam. We were really searching for that iconic spot in Bangkok where you can try the kind of street food locals actually cook for themselves, rather than just for tourists, and this night market turned out to be a real treasure. It is open Thursday through Sunday from 5 p.m. until 1 a.m. and it's a bit far from the center, but the variety and quality of the food and vintage clothes there are just incredible. Honestly, we haven't seen anything like it in any other market in Bangkok.
Do you like it? No.
I just want to kindly remind you that you probably have a mate who is suffering not seeing our video yet. So do not hesitate and share this video with your travel buddy. And also don't forget to click the link and subscribe button. If you want to meet a real legend, you have to visit J5. She is often called the Queen of Thai street food, and her small restaurant is the only street food spot in Thailand with a Michelin star. Here is the thing about getting a table. You can book it in advance and there are no reservations at all. The only way to try her food is to show up at 5 a.m. in the morning and join the queue just to get your name in the list. And believe us, the line will already be there. At 8 a.m. the list officially opens. After that, you just need to make sure you don't miss your turn when your time comes. If you wanted to come at 8 a.m. and you think you come early, so forget it, it's already too late. And all spots for the day will already be gone. And you know, you'll see a lot of things about her online, but when you finally try her amazing crab omelette, you understand everything. It is huge, and honestly, it feels like there is more crab inside than the egg. We have tried to find something similar in other places, but actually nobody puts so much crab into one meal. To be honest, we aren't really fan of typical dog cafes. First of all, we don't think it is a very good thing for the dogs. And second, it often is not a great thing for human either. You know, when constant barking, smell of pee and everything else that happens when you have too many dogs in one room. But Benkoff is totally different. It is a cozy, normal coffee shop where two Dutchbugs, Bobby and Billy, just own the place. They walk around, everyone gives them love, and it feels much more natural. It is open from 7:30 am to 4 pm, and you just pay for your coffee, which is usually around 150 baht. And it is very relaxed spot, and the dogs are clearly very happy and well cared for.
Say hi!
The mall is just outstanding. It is open from 10 am to 10 pm. It's completely free to enter. And actually we were absolutely shocked when we saw the floating market right on the ground floor of this mall. And that's just the bottom. If you head to the top floor, there is an amazing free observation desk where the view at night is just incredible. Another classic is Siam Paragon. Also open from 10 am to 10 pm, it's a bit less fancy than ICONSIAM, but the food court is the best in the city. There is so much variety that we honestly get lost every single time we try to find the exit. If you need a creative break, go to SKH Cafe. They are open from 10 am to 7 pm, and for about 150 to 300 baht, you can actually paint your own cake. It is a great way to relax and breathe after a busy, hot day of sightseeing, and honestly, the cake was actually really tasty. This is that famous market where the train passes right through the stalls. It is open from 6 am to 6 pm and is free to walk through. Honestly, the feeling when you are there is so cool. The train passes right in front of your nose. And the real attraction happens on the way back. The very second the train leaves, all the stalls and umbrellas flip right back into their working positions. It's like magic. Most people come here as a part of the group, but we decided to save some money and just called a taxi straight from the city. It ended up being much more cheaper than if we booked a tour. Definitely keep that in mind if you want to save some cash. Just make sure to check the train schedule before you go, so you don't miss the action. Plus, the driver even took us to the next stop afterwards. For the classic floating market experience, head to Damnoen Chatuchak. It is best to go early in the morning, between 7 am and noon. There are basically two ways to get there. The first is to find the specific spot on Google Maps and try to get exactly there. But here's the thing. None of the taxi driver will want to take you there. You may be wondering why. It's all because the taxi drivers, they have some special relationship with the boat owners, so they probably will insist and will take you to the pier and say like, this is the exact spot where you should start. But to be honest, this leads us to the second way, the true tourist way. You arrive at the pier, jump on a boat, and head out to get that authentic Thai experience. Your captain might stop at some shops you didn't really want to see, which is great for his pocket, but maybe not yours. It might sound like a bit trap, but it's actually very fun and colorful. This was one of those experiences that we remembered for a long time, so don't miss it. Just remember that entry to the area is free, but the boat ride can cost anywhere from 500 to 2000 baht depending on how well you bargain. This is that huge pink tower with a giant dragon wrapped around it. It's open from 9 am to 5 pm and it's free, though they kinda appreciate some donations. We've been there a few times and we can definitely say that the place is awesome. It is not just beautifully constructed and very Instagrammable, but it also has a deep philosophical meaning. You can't just take an elevator to the top, instead you have to walk up through the inside of the dragon's body, winding around the building. It makes the whole experience feel very meditative, and of course getting that amazing view from the roof as a reward is just incredible. Even though these are chains, Japanese food is huge in Thailand. You'll find them in most malls, usually open from 10 AM to 10 PM. You can get a great meal for about 500 baht. We wouldn't call it high-end luxury food, but the balance between price and quality is really well. If you want something reliable for a good price, we always recommend these two. This is a very special place for us because it's where we celebrated our wedding day. They are open from 11:30 AM to 10 PM and meals is usually between 600 to 1,200 baht. The food and atmosphere are amazing. Feels like a little piece of Europe right in the middle of Bangkok. This is a perfect stop on the way back from Dragon Temple. It is open from 8:30 AM to 6:30 PM, but closed on Mondays. You will spend about 150 to 300 baht on the coffee and snacks, and the best part is that you can actually paddle a small boat through the garden under the papaya and coconut trees. It feels very peaceful. If you need some green space, go to Lumphini Park. It is free and open from 6:30 AM all the way to 10 PM. When we went there for the first time, we really didn't expect to see the giant water lizard there. Diana was so frightened when she saw a giant one just hanging out under the tree. But then, the next day, we came back during the daytime and saw that some of them were even waiting for the bus at the stop. And don't worry, they are harmless. Just don't try to get too close for a selfie. Another wedding story. Our ceremony happened in this park. It is easily one of the most beautiful green spaces in the city. It is free and open from 5 AM to 9 PM. It is great for a long walk or even a bike ride on the green bridge that connects the parks. This place by accident while riding our bike. It's free and open Tuesday through Sunday from 9:30 AM to 5:30 PM. It is a local gem for movie lovers, very quirky and interesting. It is basically a massive museum of Thai cinema history, and they have built a whole movie town street outside that looks like a vintage film set. You can see old cameras, posters, and even vintage cinema halls. We really didn't expect it to be so cool, and the best part is that it feels like a total amusement park experience without any crowds. This is actually the world's largest outdoor museum, and here is a cool fact. The whole park is shaped exactly like Thailand. It is open from 9 AM to 6 PM and entry is about 800 baht. But definitely check online for discounts first. You will see over 100 replicas of the most famous temples and palaces from every corner of the country. Since it's absolutely massive, our biggest tip is to rent a golf car or a bike at the entrance. Trust us, don't try to walk it. It's such a cool way to see the history of the whole kingdom in just one afternoon. You can't miss the giant three-headed pink elephant. It is open from 9 AM to 6 PM and entry is 400 baht. It's such a wow moment when you realize that the museum is actually built inside the elephant body. The building represents the Hindu universe at three levels: the underworld, the earth and the heavens on the very top. Inside, the architecture is breathtaking. There is a massive stained glass ceiling and incredibly intricate carvings. It's one of the most unique buildings in Thailand and definitely worth the trip to Samut Prakan. This place feels like more European but with a tropical vibe. It's free to enter and it is open from 11 AM till midnight. It is especially beautiful after sunset, you know, when the city lights are reflecting on the water. This is the mall where every floor is like different cities. London, Tokyo or Paris. It is open from 10 AM to 10 PM. And our biggest tip, you probably want to check every toilet on every floor because they are decorated to match the city. Like a London underground city or a Japanese bathhouse, and arguably but the kind of most photographed toilets in the world. Wat Paknam is home to the Great Buddha of Bangkok. A massive golden statue that stands 69 meters tall, about as high as a 20-story building. The temple is free and open from 8 AM to 6 PM. Diana loves big Buddha statues, and this is the most impressive one we've seen. Also, do not miss the Great Pagoda behind the Buddha. The top floor features a unique emerald stupa made of green glass. Finally, our top pick. We visit this place literally every single time we are in Bangkok. They are open from 8 AM to 10 PM and it's very affordable, usually between 40 and 100 Thai baht. They serve this incredible soy pudding with different toppings, fillings and syrups. It may sound simple, but it is truly one of a kind. We couldn't find anything like that in other cities, so if you know how to find the very same dessert in other cities, please let us know in the comments. So, in conclusion, the Bangkok is the city that never gets boring. Whether it's your first time or 10th, there's always something new to find. And let us know which of these places is your favorite, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. And we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.